Hey, science explorers! Welcome back to Learn with Mike, where science is fun, easy, and full of awesome surprises. Today, we're jumping into some super important science words that will help us understand something we use every single day. Solutions. So grab your curiosity, put on your science goggles, and let's jump right in. All right, first up, let's talk about a substance. So what is a substance? A substance is something that stays the same on the inside, even if it looks different on the outside. Wait, what? Let me explain. Take water, for example. H2O. If we freeze it, brr, it turns into ice. If we boil it, whoosh, it turns into steam. But guess what? Ice, water, steam, still water. Same stuff, just different forms. Pretty cool, right? Okay, moving on. Next up, mixtures. A mixture is made when different substances are mixed together, but they're not chemically bonded, or you could say stuck to each other. They're just hanging out. An example would be oil and water. Shake them up. What happens? Yep, the oil floats on top and the water stays on the bottom. They do not mix chemically, but oil hangs out separately at the top. Now sugar and water. That's different. The sugar dissolves, but it's still sugar. The water is still water. They're just together now, but not chemically bonded together. That's also a mixture. Now here's where it gets extra interesting. There are two types of mixtures. First, heterogeneous. Heterogeneous means different. Think about cereal and milk. You can see the cereal and the milk separately. They don't mix evenly. Second, homogeneous. That means the same. Think of tomato soup. It's smooth and looks the same all the way through. No chunks to see. All right, now let's talk about different everyday mixtures. And I want you to help me decide. First up, salad. What do you think? Yes, heterogeneous. You can see all the different parts. Lettuce, tomatoes, cucumbers. They're mixed together, but not evenly. How about trail mix? Heterogeneous or homogeneous? That's right, heterogeneous. You can see all the different pieces. Now let's try some homogeneous mixtures. What about salt water? Mixed evenly or not? Yes, homogeneous. The salt dissolves and the water looks the same everywhere. How about chocolate milk? Homogeneous or heterogeneous? Homogeneous. The chocolate mixes evenly with the milk. Okay, now here comes a tricky one. Brownie batter. It looks smooth, right? It looks homogeneous, but here's the science twist. Brownie batter is not truly homogeneous. It's actually called a colloid. A colloid is a mixture where tiny solid pieces are spread out evenly in another substance. So you can't see them, but they're still there. That's why brownie batter looks homogeneous, but scientifically it's a special type of mixture, not a true homogeneous solution. So let's remember, salad and trail mix equals heterogeneous. Salt water and chocolate milk equals homogeneous. Brownie batter equals colloid. Pretty cool, right? All right. Here comes the star of the show, solutions. To understand solutions, we need to learn two new science words, solute and solvent. The solute is the thing that gets dissolved. The solvent is the thing that does the dissolving. Here's a yummy example. Lemonade. So lemon juice and sugar are the solutes, and water, that's the solvent. Mix them together, and boom, you've got a solution. But keep in mind, every substance has a limit. If you keep adding more and more solute, eventually it won't dissolve anymore. Now, let's talk about solubility. Solubility is how well something can dissolve in something else. And guess what? A few things can change it. Like temperature. Sugar dissolves faster in hot water, but gases, like the fizz in soda, dissolve better in cold water. Weird and cool. Next up is concentration. That's how much stuff is in the mix. Too much lemon in your lemonade? Too sour. You gotta balance it out. Finally, we have pressure. Everything pushes on its surroundings. That's how hot air balloons float. The hot air pushes out and lifts it up. Now, let's look at a fun science fact. Not all mixtures are solutions. Some mixtures mix really well, and some don't. We'll learn why in just a minute. Some mixtures stay mixed, like sugar water, and those are solutions. Other mixtures settle over time, like muddy water. Scientists call those suspensions. And that's it for today, Science Explorers. Today, you learned many new terms. Let's list them one last time. Substances, mixtures, solutions, colloids, heterogeneous, homogeneous, solutes, solvents, solubility, concentration, pressure, and suspension. Remember, science is everywhere, and learning it helps us understand the amazing world around us. If you had fun, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss a science adventure with me. See you next time, keep exploring, and always stay curious.